It's that time of the year again. It's time for an art recap. So just kick back and relax and get ready to judge all of my drawings that I have in store for you. So as much as possible, I'm going to try and show you everything in here in order, but no guarantees. Anyways, let me just start off here with some portraits that I did as a study. So, not bad, I guess. I think I've shown these previously before on my 1 year figure drawing. I'm not entirely sure, but some of these drawings, you will have seen them on my 1 year figure drawing video if you've watched that. But if you're interested in seeing a lot more of my drawings, you will find it on that video. For this one, I'm purely just showing you mostly finished illustrations and pieces for the year of 2022, and some are doodles, but I didn't doodle or draw as much in this year because I got busy. Actually, not my drawing, that's a drawing my friend did when she was still here. Oh, she's not dead or anything, she just moved away. But I'll leave her Instagram here. Check out her Instagram, very, very cool. This is an original character I drew for my upcoming webcomic, which will not be produced anytime soon because I'm still working on it. Still working on the details and stuff, so it's going to be a long time before this is actually published, but you get a little sneak peek of that. Okay, this one is actually pretty recent. I wouldn't say this is new, but this is Anya in the style of... oh my god, I forget the name. Of J.C. Leyendecker. I love J.C. Leyendecker, if that's not obvious in my style already, but I did Anya and Bond, and this was actually a painting that's inspired from one of J.C. Leyendecker's own paintings, which I was inspired to do by another user or artist on Twitter. So this one is actually a birthday illustration I did for my OC and also for my friend's OC. So these are our Boku no Hero OCs. Yes, we have not drawn them in a long time, but I recall very fond memories of these OCs because I remember just making stories for these OCs of ours, and it was just such a fun time imagining how they would interact, what their likes and dislikes were, so it was some good times. This one was a illustration I did for my birthday because I just turned 20 that time, and I was going through some tough times, and I drew this piece to sort of illustrate the kind of feeling I was going through turning 20. So yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate further on that, but this one is also pretty recent. This was a beta illustration I did to match my Ningguang illustration because I was selling Ningguang prints for Artist Alley, and I wanted Beto to be there so that they could be a matching set, which is why I drew her really quickly, and I managed to finish her in around like a week, which is pretty fast for me because I'm really slow when it comes to painting. So this was pretty quick even for me, but there was an added time pressure, so that helped. But I'm not entirely super proud of this painting. I was really rusty, so yeah, but some parts of it I do like. I do like how I drew the vision there. That's about it. Everything else I don't like. And these are really old. These are really old because I can tell from how bad all of these look, because you can tell I'm not used to doing screen caps or drawing backgrounds at this stage. I still am not very good at drawing backgrounds at all, but this was around the time when I told myself I was going to start drawing backgrounds, and until now I rarely still draw backgrounds, but that's something I'm trying to change. Ooh, this one was actually pretty fun to paint. I just took random pictures on Pinterest and I would combine them together and try to make it an illustration. That was fun, and I finished this in one day because that was the challenge. And this is also another one which was part of that challenge, where I would have to finish a painting in just one day, and I would take inspiration from random images I see on Pinterest. This one was really fun to do as well. This one was a very, how do I say this? A very tedious painting, because first of all, the background. As I mentioned before, I'm not very good at backgrounds, but I have been trying to implement more backgrounds in my illustrations to add a depth to them and to add another element of storytelling, which is why I challenged myself to do this background, which I surprisingly enjoy doing the line art for, but it's just really tedious. It took a long time, and I also lined these chairs, all of the small details and stuff, because I actually did not paint this. If I had to paint this, I would probably jump off a cliff. I lined it and then I colored everything afterwards, which was still a pretty tiring process. So it's not exactly the image I had in mind, but it was a pretty decent attempt at it. And these are different variations of that because I'm very picky when it comes to colors. I actually think this one's not bad, but I uploaded a different version instead. And this one is another one of the one-day challenge paintings I did. Yeah, I was exploring a really sort of rough painterly style here and trying to play with lighting, so it did not work out very well. And I did an ear study for some reason, I don't know why. And more portraits. And more portraits. I actually really like this one. This was really fun. More portraits. More portraits. And some figure studies from Bobby Chu's 90 Mac challenge. This one is the 90s one. Really, really fun to do. This is also from that 90 Mac. All of these are. This one is also from the 90 Mac, but it's from the medieval, it's from the medieval themed one. Yep. And this one is from the 90 Mac, but it's birds. Yeah, it was very fun to try this one because I'm not accustomed to drawing animals. I rarely draw animals, so doing this definitely out of my comfort zone, but I surprisingly enjoyed it. There were a lot of interesting shapes here, so I liked it. And as I mentioned before, I was trying to get out of my comfort zone by drawing more backgrounds, so I did that. I did Spy X Family fan art. Sorry, Spy Family fan art. If I said Spy X Family, everyone would come for me. So, let's do that. Let's retake Spy Family fan art. Sorry. Yeah, this one, I mean, it started out pretty decent at first, and then eventually it started going downhill. So I didn't like this one very much. I did like the other one I did of Yore, which we'll see later on maybe. This one, I just played around with colors, actually. Yeah, this one is also not by me, it's by my friend. Once again, it's the same person. Here is her Instagram. This is characters from The Dark Crystal, which is a show she is in love with. Like, we've watched that thing 10 times, again and again. And figure studies. I think I've shown this in that figure study video before. I have shown these before, so we'll just skip through them. And this one is something I drew for a song I made with a friend. Yes, we made a song, and It's somewhat about pumpkins, because the lyrics kind of give that vibe that the song's about pumpkins, when that wasn't really the intention when I was writing it. But yeah, this was something I drew for that. If you want to hear the song, it's on my Instagram, people. It's on my Instagram. And then Kaya fan art. This is also one of those one-day painting challenge thingies. I like the colors in this. The proportions of the face are just somewhat a bit off. This one is also a do this in your style challenge I did for my friend, and this is her Instagram if you're interested. She makes really cute art and she's about to open her shop soon, so go ahead and check her out because she sells cute stickers. There are also OCs from an upcoming webtoon soon in the very far future. But yeah. And I wanted to do one of those improvement memes, so this was from March 2022, July. There was a slight improvement, I guess. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. And this is my iconic logo. I just drew this randomly, honestly. This was a head study, I think. And another portrait study, more portrait studies, portrait study, portrait study, portrait study, portrait study. I don't know what that is. It's a random sketch. I think I was bored. I don't know why I did that. And these are stickers I designed for an event about environmental justice. So, yeah. Random painting that I drew because I was bored and I was feeling some things. This is my shell illustration. Yeah, I mean, could have been better. I mean, like, I'm not super proud of it, but I did my best. I wish I fixed the perspective of this weapon here. I knew the perspective was wrong, but I was just too lazy to fix it. And the pose just feels, whatever. We have ieee, a lot of Genshin fan art already. And this is your, and that's the last of it. I think I have some more. I have more character design stuff that I did for my webtoon, which will soon be released, which is Head in the Clouds. I'm doing a reboot of it. Go read it on webtoon. It's not very good, but if you wanna, trash talk it, diss in the comments, go ahead. But I'm doing a reboot of it. It will be published soon. No decided date just yet, but soon. So these are the character designs I did, and yeah, these are all on my Instagram, by the way. Everything's on the Instagram, guys. Okay, next let's take a look at my, I don't know what else there is to look at, because I feel like a lot of my drawings you can just find in my figure drawing videos, so like, I don't know, is there even a point to this? Actually, yeah, hold on. Let me show you some unfinished paintings I have. So this is one of my unfinished paintings. This was supposed to be a butterfly Cinderella concept kind of thing, and eventually I just gave up on it because I had no idea what I wanted the background to look like, and it was just not looking the way I wanted it to look, so there you go. I also have this Princess Tutu painting, which looked better in my head. Yeah, it looked better as an idea than when I painted it. And another unfinished painting, which is a master study of Lady Agnew by Sargent. I struggled with the face, if you couldn't tell, but as for the clothes, I had fun painting them. I like how the clothes turn out, but the face, just, no. I gave up on that. Okay, let's take a look at some other doodles. Not really finished pieces or illustrations, just doodles. So we have this 30-minute color study I did. And then we have a 40-minute color study I did of David Bowie. And a color study of some fabric. Some of these stuff you've already seen before. Some figure studies. Ooh, I skipped out. Some background studies. So these are master studies of Fernando Sam. So these are his color studies, and then I did studies of his color studies, so it's a studyception. But yeah, I like to do studies of other artists' studies because when they do studies, they've already broken down and simplified the shapes of objects, right? And I really struggle doing that with environments. I struggle simplifying rocks, buildings are just rectangles. I apologize for our rabid dog that just won't shut up, but you get the gist of it. It helps me understand how to simplify shapes instead of having to use my own brain. Work smarter, not harder. Then we have your, which was supposed to be a finished illustration, and then I gave up. Giving up is fabulous sometimes. You've already seen that. Ooh, I keep skipping over stuff. And then we have some comp studies. I think this was from the 90 Mac Challenge. Movie scenes, I think that was pretty fun. We have this one. Ooh, I think this one, pretty good. Pretty okay. You already saw that. Oh, this one is a thumbnail for a Nahida painting or illustration I did, and I didn't finish it because I didn't like how it looked. I could show you that, but I don't want to. And some more studies. I do a lot of studies, guys. Every day is like just studies. And this is a Gath from Witch Hat Atelier. It looked better as a sketch. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like how it turned out when I painted it. And then some more figure studies. We have Anya and Bond looking cute. And these were the finished sticker designs that I showed you. Those were just drafts. And then these are the finished ones. They look much better. They look super, super better. Is that a thing? Super better? They look. But anyways, yeah, I added 2 more stickers. Some more figures. I don't know who that is. I just drew a random person that somewhat resembled Hinata. Surprisingly, I don't have a lot to show you for 2022, which is a bit sad. I really wish I do have more to show you, but unfortunately that's it. This is the end of the video, and it's only like 20 minutes, which I don't know how to feel about that. I feel a bit underwhelmed because I really thought I did a lot this year, and I did improve a lot. However, I just wish I made a lot more finished pieces, but I had more sketches than I did illustrations and finished pieces or products that I could actually sell or show in my portfolio. So that's something I definitely like to change. My New Year's resolution for 2023 is to definitely make more finished pieces or illustrations that I can put in my portfolio and actually sell as art prints. I'm going to try, no, I'm not gonna try, but I'm going to finish a piece or make a finished piece for every month. So 1 finished piece at least for 1 month, because I want to be able to do those things that artists do every year where they show a piece they did for that month. And I'm not able to do that because I don't. I don't have any finished pieces for each month, but that's gonna be different 2023. Watch out, because I'm coming for you guys. And another thing, obviously, I'd like to implement more backgrounds into my pieces, draw more backgrounds, and just get comfortable with drawing environments, because I really am not, even though I've definitely pushed myself out of my comfort zone a lot this year to implement backgrounds in some of my pieces. I really still don't feel comfortable drawing environments or backgrounds straight from imagination. I need to rely on a reference. So I want to be able to reach a point where I can actually feel confident drawing a background without a reference, and that's my goal for next year. And of course, the one goal that I need to achieve by next year is to finally finish my webtoon, my Head in the Clouds reboot project, which I have going on, and I've already started planning for it. Started planning a timeline for when I should be doing this, for when I should finish said episode, etc. So my goal next year is really to finish that project, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed criticizing and judging my artwork for this year, and I haven't done a lot. I'm tiny bit disappointed, I will admit, but I'm going to do better next year, and that's really the only thing. I wish that dog would just shut up, because I'm trying to be inspirational. Oh my god, every time I talk, it just... But really, the only thing that we can do is to move forward, and there's no point in looking back at what we couldn't do, but just get up, try again, and focus on what we can do. You're going to do awesome next year. I hope your art journey goes well. It's going to be a long journey, but it doesn't have to be miserable. So enjoy it, have fun, love the process, and I'll see you in another video, and just hope and pray it's gonna be art related. Bye!